Okay, so the cost of the Cybertruck is out. For the rear-wheel drive is $49,890. So this is roughly 10,000 more, but there's a catch. This is probable savings. So if you switch over to purchase price, this is about 20,000 more than what originally was proposed in 2019. So that's definitely unfortunate for those that are looking for affordable truck. Although you do get a good truck for this price. I mean, it is bulletproof, except the windows. So the rear wheel drive is 200 miles, 250 miles range estimate, 0 60 in 6.5 seconds. So you will get smoked by many family sedan, including a 4-cylinder Camry. For the all-wheel drive is 79,990. So this is 340 miles range, 4.1 second, 0 60, not too bad. Top speed 112 miles per hour. Interestingly, the rear wheel drive doesn't have its top speed. Likely it will be close to 100 miles per hour. So 600 horsepower for the all-wheel drive. It can tow up to 11,000 pounds. It weighs approximately 6 to 7,000 pounds, I would say, for this vehicle, including the tri-motor. So foot-pound torque is 7,435 compared to the Cyber Beast. Interesting that they call this the Cyber Beast, which been rumor for a while. But unfortunately, this is only 320 miles range versus the 500 plus mile range that was originally promised or not promised. Top speed 130 miles per hour, 845 horsepower. And interesting is that it has 10,296 foot-pound of torque. That's enormous. So it's definitely not the same motor. It doesn't sound like it's the same motor or configured the same as the Plaid, because the Plaid does have over 1,000 horsepower, but less torque, much less torque. And this has 11,000 towing capacity. It doesn't spell out specifically which tire options you will have for these specs. So this is probably the base spec. So with the performance wheels, it will eat into this range, I would suspect. So now the deposit is $250 versus $100 back in 2019, or even prior to this event, it was ranging between $100 and $200. So unfortunate news for the pricing. I mean, you're still getting a decent truck, but the disappointment is really the range. We were hoping they would get closer to 500-mile range. There is an extender that you can purchase and put into the truck bed, but then that defeats the whole purpose of a truck, doesn't it? So something to think about. I think people are excited about this truck. The look, the actual delivery is now here, but they did not deliver on the price or the range. So two important aspects. We know the price would not be as low as what it was presented in 2019. But then again, the Model S, X, Y, and 3 price is actually lower than what it was in 2019. So it's all the hype right now, and I think this value should hold. I am not too sure about the Cyber Beast. For $99,990, you do get a good value for 0 60, 2.6 seconds. That's almost as fast as the Plaid Model X. Not as fast as the Plaid Model S. But you do lose some range. You lose about 20 miles of range compared to the all-wheel drive. Now, for a work truck, you definitely want to maximize the range, because any towing or any cargo will significantly reduce the range of this vehicle by as much as 50%. Okay, so they didn't factor that in, but if you do, you're looking at roughly 150 to 170 miles of range if you're hauling something heavy. And for the rear wheel drive, getting under 200 for sure. So roughly around 125, I would say. So barely enough to do a day's work, especially if you have work quite a distant away. So hopefully they'll come up with a 500-mile range without the extender in the truck bed. So we'll have to see, but it's probably going to be another couple years at least. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe.